Welcome to my Japanese. In this introduction video, I will briefly present features and configuration of Japanese language. After that, I will introduce you the content of my Japanese lesson and how to learn with it. First, let me talk about features and configuration of Japanese language. Japanese is mainly used between Japanese people and spoken in Japan. It sounds very isolated, but according to a statistic recently, the number of Japanese language users on internet is ranked first, behind English, Chinese, and Spanish, which means your world will be wider if you get it. Let's study with me. Number 1. Main parts of speech. Japanese main parts of speech are nouns, 名詞, verbs, 動詞, adjectives, 形容詞, adverb, 副詞, conjunctions, 接続詞, and particles, 助詞. Most of speech might be familiar to you, but particle is one of the speech of traditional Japanese. They are placed after and between words, showing each word's function like English preposition and conjunction. Number 2. Word order of Japanese sentence. Japanese sentence is comprised of word order of subject, modifier, and predicate. Subject and predicate is very basic of the sentence. When there is a modifier, it always comes before the word or phrase to be modified. A predicate always comes at the end of a sentence. Number 3. 3 types of basic sentence. Japanese very basic sentence is comprised of subject and predicate. Subject, only noun contains pronoun or noun clause can be it, and always used with particle wa or ga or mo. As for predicate, there are 3 types: noun, adjective, and verb can be it. So, depends on predicate, there are 3 types of Japanese basic sentence. Noun is noun. Noun is adjective. Noun verb. Same as English, right? Number 4. Style of sentence. In Japanese language, sentence style, affirmative or negative or question, present or past, polite or casual, are always decided by form of predicate. How can we see the form of predicate of noun, adjective, and verb? As for noun and adjective, you can tell by conjugation of helping verb. For example, helping verb des, used with noun or adjective, works as predicate. Des indicates that sentence is present, affirmation, and polite style. Verb has its own conjugation. Each conjugation form decides the style of sentence. If there are more than 2 adjectives or verbs in a sentence, the form of the last predicate decides the sentence style. Let's check each type with example. First one, noun plus noun. Noun A is noun B, used to express someone or something is what. Example sentence. 私は日本人です。I am Japanese. 私 I, which is noun, plus particle は subject part. 日本人です。 noun 日本人 Japanese, which is noun, plus helping verb です its predicate part. です indicates the sentence is present, affirmative, implied style. Okay. Type 2. Noun plus adjective. Used to express someone or something is like how. Example. あなたは綺麗です。You are beautiful. あなた you, a noun, which is subject plus particle は and 綺麗です adjective beautiful plus です predicate part. This indicates the sentence is present, affirmative, implied style. Okay? Type 3. Noun plus verb. Noun A, verb B. Used to express someone or something do something. Example. 花が咲きます。Flowers bloom. 花 flowers, noun plus particle が subject and 咲きます verb conjugation must form predicate. Must form indicates this sentence is present, affirmation, and pride style. Okay? There are very basic structure of Japanese sentence. Let's move to reading and writing now. This is another feature of Japanese language. Japanese is written in hiragana, katakana, kanji, romaji, and number. Hiragana and katakana are Japanese alphabet. When you read and write Japanese, you need to learn them. Look at the sentence. 7時にスタジオ Q で会いましょう。Let's meet at Studio Q at 7. This sentence is written with number, kanji, hiragana, katakana, romaji, and hiragana again. Very unique, right? Number 6. Other features of Japanese. First, omit understood subject and possessive form. Japanese tend to avoid using the same word is repeated. For example, let me translate this sentence. I wash my hands. Literally, 私は私の手を洗います。This sounds a bit unnatural in Japanese because if the speaker talks about his or herself, we tend to omit subject and possessive form. So, in Japanese, we omit the subject part, 私は I, and possessive, 私の my, and simply say 手を洗います wash hands. We also omit things that is obvious in conversation. Next, few plural form and counter. In Japanese, generally, you don't have to change noun to nouns. There are few plural forms though. Instead, we have counter, depends on things to count. In English, it is same when you count apples and people. You count like 1, 2, right? But in Japanese, when we count apples, we count 一つ、二つ. When we count people, we count as 一人、二人. Last one is about tense. As I mentioned, tense is decided by conjugation form of predicator. Basically, there are only two tenses, present and past in Japanese. Other tenses will be decided by the context. For example, if you say 7時に起きます which means I get up at 7. This sentence is considered as present tense. If you add 明日 meaning tomorrow to the same sentence and say 明日7時に起きます I will get up at 7 tomorrow. This sentence will be considered as future tense. This is it for my brief description of Japanese language. How did it go? See you soon in part 2. I'll continue with my Japanese lesson content.